Want to switch gears? You want to talk about the white struggle?
The which struggle?
The white struggle. The white Caucasian struggle of Pete Davidson and the King of Staten Island.
Oh, let's do it, man. Let's get into this movie review.
All right. So, Pete Davidson, he's recently had a couple of films. He had that one film on Hulu that came out. Now he has this new project that just came out recently. The King of Staten Island.
Yeah.
He's playing Scott Carlin. The whole Scott name, that's homage to his dad who passed away.
Yeah.
His name was Scott
9/11, right? He passed away during 9/11. Yeah.
Yep, he was a firefighter during 9/11. Now, this is a Judd Apatow film. If you're familiar with him, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
This is 40. What else has he done? Knocked Up. Funny People with Adam Sandler. So his films are always kind of similar. It's always the lovable loser. And that's pretty much what you get with this film. It's a lovable loser who's slowly trying to get his life together, but he just fucks up a lot.
Yeah, the first like 30 seconds of this movie, I wanted to punch this kid in the face when he was driving with his eyes closed. Didn't have no job, wasn't paying no car insurance, nothing. He was doing some wild shit like that outside in the streets. I was like, are you?
He's depressed, man. Yeah,
then I watched the movie and I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. But still no excuse for that. But I see what's going on here. I see what's going on.
Hey, man, I've been there, man. Been there. That was college
yeah.
Right there. Yeah, man. Zero fucks given.
$1.20, $1.30.
Yeah, got pulled over and everything.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I think every so often there's a movie like this that's a generational jump to show like that people should evolve from where they are, and like Baby Boy was one.
Yeah, this is White Baby Boy. This is
this basically like Baby Boy.
This is vanilla Baby Boy.
Yeah. So like, yeah, this movie, he was pretty depressed, and I think movies like this are important for the everyday person to be able to see the telltale signs of somebody who has anxiety, deep depression, different mental issues, so that we could see those signs to be able to say, okay, you know, I love this person. Let me see if I can get them some help, see what we can do, what our avenues are due to help. I wish this movie took it a step further to show those different avenues that a person could take to get somebody else help. But they did show a lot for the person who does need the help. In my opinion, if they're watching this movie and it touches them and they see themselves in it, to how they can maybe get themselves out of a depression and staying in the same dark loop that they're in. So I enjoyed this movie for that. I liked the comedy in this movie. I found it pretty funny. It was like dark comedy. It was pretty good. Bill Burr killed this. Bill Burr did an amazing job.
Bill Burr was Bill Burr, man.
That's the thing I got to say about this movie.
They didn't give him a script. They're just like, yo, just beat this kid up and tell him to get his shit together. Right?
A lot of these actors, a lot of them weren't really acting to me. They were just, this movie was kind of written for the actors. Like the main character. It's kind of how he is.
Pete Davidson, yeah.
Seems like Pete Davidson. Like, it doesn't seem like he was doing anything outside of the realm of who he is. So, yeah, a lot of them were the same. But Marissa Tomei was kind of the same. She didn't seem like she was really.
No, that wasn't Aunt May though. She spiced it up a little bit. There's one
scene.
The
same as Aunt May though. So there's
one scene with her that I really liked. It's after the character Scott got kicked out of the house.
Her and her sister, like they remodeled the house. Like that was great.
They had a whole shrine for the dad. All that was gone.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey mom, I'm living at the fire station. I got my shit together. And she's like, okay, that's good. All right, cool. Tell me about it right over there. And he steps out and she closes the door and locks it. Yeah. I was like, good. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to kick your kid out and have them get their shit together sometimes. He was 23 years old, no motivation.
No job. He wasn't paying rent.
He wanted to be a tattoo artist, but his tattoos are trash.
Yeah.
That's some garbage. Every once in a while, he'll do something decent. But for the most...
Like what? What was he doing decent the whole time?
He drew like the comic book character that one time. That was good. But the Obama...
Oh, like before. I mean before all that. Before walking the kids and stuff like that. What did he do?
Well, let's talk about that. He was doing a tattoo on a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah, that was his like rock bottom moment, I think, in this movie. Because that was messed up, man.
I laughed. I was like, hey, everybody got to start somewhere, man. You got to get that experience somewhere.
Yeah, that kid, that was great. That was a great part. Because I was surprised they went through with it. I thought they were going to stop and be like, no, you can't do that, you know, but they actually went for it.
Nah, man, he tattooed a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
he tried to have an apprenticeship at like Machine Gun Kelly's tattoo shop.
Yeah.
That was fucked up because Machine Gun Kelly's like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna do shit, man. You gonna get me my food and do my laundry.
Yeah.
Because
well, did the guy really want it or not? You know what I mean?
But like, even
he's proven the guy didn't really want it though. He probably wouldn't have made him really do that stuff. He was just trying to test to see if this kid really wanted it.
Nah, bro, he'll make him clean his drawers.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he was just trying to fuck with him, especially with an employee right there, a guy right there. I think he was just like testing to see if he really wanted the internship. I don't think.
I was expecting his character to evolve and like want to like become a firefighter or something, but he kind of just became less of a loser, but he's still a loser.
Well, yeah, he definitely opened up and wanted to see more of himself in the world. He put himself out there more, which is a good first step. You can't expect him to completely do like from step 1 to 10 in one movie. So he went to Manhattan and he's actually like, you know what? Maybe I could work somewhere here, do something better with myself. He went and he's actually trying to open up to the girl that he's with. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good amount of steps, I think, for someone who's going through such severe depression.
She's a British actress, by the way.
Oh wow, that's good. Fooled me. I thought she's
doing a great job.
I thought she was Staten for real.
Nah, man, that's a Brit.
She killed it. She did the best acting then, because she fooled me.
Yeah, she fooled me. I had to look her up. I was like, what? British?
Nice.
Yeah, she did a really good job. What if this is like the true story of Pete, and while he was in Manhattan, he walked into a comedy club,
maybe,
and just started telling his life story, and people were laughing.
I thought when he was talking to the girl, his girlfriend, the first time they were having sex, and he was giving that story about his depression and stuff like that, and the pills he's taking, I was like, this is the same game he was spinning on Andrea Grande or whatever her name is.
Ariana Grande?
Ariana Grande, yeah. I was like, this is what he was telling her. So, yeah, this character wasn't too far from him, but it was enjoyable. The pacing in this movie was good. Like, the rhythm, the music they were using was really good. So, it really worked for me, this movie. Yeah, I think it was one of the best movies I've seen from this whole downloadable movie, streaming service world that we're in right now through the COVID.
Yeah, I thought...
You know what I mean? Like, there's been a couple we've seen.
They could have shaved 30 minutes off.
Really? Which 30 minutes?
Like, some of it, there were, like, points where it was just kind of dragging, and then they brought me in where there was, like, a mini heist at the pharmacy. Remember that part?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
That was good.
that was great.
That made me feel like I was watching a completely different film. And how he was such a shitty lookout. That was good. I thought they did a really good job with that.
Yeah, because it's not really about that life. I don't know why they were doing that stupid shit anyways.
Well,
I think the firefighter part was like the most important part of this movie, because he never actually he never did like a take your dad to work thing. He never actually seen what his dad did. So for him to actually see the Monday chores that they do, the mundane actions they do, and then how it can go from 0 to 100 so fast to them being in a fire. You know what I mean? Him actually seeing what they do.
What about the stuff with like Bill Burr's wife and smoking weed? Like, I thought he was gonna try to have sex with her at one point.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna bang the baby moms or the ex-wife.
Yeah, I was like, he's gonna try to bang his ex-wife.
I thought that's what was gonna happen. I thought he was going in there to get information, and he was gonna end up walking out of there like, I done greased his thing. Oh my god, you know what I mean? So, but I like the route that it went, where it was just information. And they cut out some things, because it could have had where he was talking to the mom, telling her all this stuff about Bill Burr's character, but they just went straight to the action. You know what I mean? So
was Bill Burr's character homeless, like living at the firehouse as well?
Yeah. So he was basically like the kid. They're basically in the same piece in the same pot. Except the kid, he saw like, yo, I could help this kid to be better than I was. So that's why he was like, okay, let me show this kid the right way. Because a lot of these guys don't got it figured out, even at his age. So that's why I thought was powerful. He realized and recognized the depression he was going through, and they showed him what his dad did, and they actually told him about his dad for real. So it gave him because he had his dad on this unimaginable pedestal,
Yeah.
And he couldn't live up to that pedestal he put his father on, and then so he didn't want to try nothing. And they showed him, yo, your dad was just a man. He was one of the best men you could ask for, but he was a man at the end of the day. He
enjoyed cocaine.
Yeah, he wasn't perfect. He partied hard, and he was a wild boy just like you are. So it's like, it's okay to be who you are, but you got to realize that you're not perfect, and he wasn't perfect. So that helped open his eyes. Like, yo, I can do better. So that was powerful.
I liked his sister, who was played by Apatows. Some nepotism right there. You put your daughter in the film. but she did a good job. I thought
she did great. I thought she was a real actor.
And she was kind of just, well, she's been in other stuff. She's in Euphoria right now on HBO. But yeah, she was like, I related with her where she's like, yo, let mom live her life. She doesn't need to take care of your old ass every minute. Like, you need to grow up. And let mom move on as well. Yeah.
And I like the way it showed mom did actually move on because she got rid of the whole corner picture thing of the husband that passed. You know, so yeah, her character was great in this. And I felt bad for her because she was trying to do so much better for herself because she was going through it too, right? And he kept pulling her back in, like calling her, being like, "Yeah, I'm into this shit." She's like, "What?" Yeah, very selfish. He kept pulling her back in, like everybody's trying to do better for themselves, and he's pulling them back to like 6 years ago when everything happened. You know what I mean? So,
and I understand that he has ADD and he has depression. Yeah, but he just used it as a crutch at times. Like he would even try to seek treatment. They're like, "Hey, you could do this and that." And he's just like, "Nah."
That's where I wish the movie had took that step to show that he's getting treatment, or like somebody saying, "You know what? I'll go with you. We'll go on Saturdays, Friday mornings, whatever you got to do." And he goes to the test with the girl and helps her with that. And she's like, "You know what? How about we go to like therapy together? I think I need therapy." And I don't know, you know what I mean? They both go to each other's therapy together, and that helps him get on the right steps, you know? But that's the one thing I wish this movie kind of did, because they left it kind of like for you to assume that he's trying to open his mind up to bigger and better things because he goes to Manhattan. That's not the most clear way of saying that, you know what I mean? It could
maybe
be
the firehouse was his therapy.
It was his therapy, but you know, for people, everyday people, they need more. They need to see something a little bit more than that nowadays. You know
and shout out to Action Bronson showing up there shot up.
That was great. I don't know what part this movie needed to get cut from that, you know, to get the message across. I felt they were trying to.
I just felt like it was a little too long. It's damn near 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah, it was kind of long, but it went by. I don't know. It went by. The only awkward part was for me, like when they're in the basement and they're smoking and with his friends at the beginning, and they were talking about his dad being dead, and he was just laughing. I was like,
some stuff at the restaurant
right
where he gets the shit kicked out of him in the restaurant, but that was real life. Like the guy that beat him up was his real roommate back in the day.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. The restaurant part, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it could have cut a little bit from that, but I guess it showed that he actually he had a job, so like he was trying to do something.
I don't know, man.
Because at first he was just a fuck up. He was just taking money from them and smoking it. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing nothing. He's making his mom work 2 jobs. He could have got a job and help pay for the house. You know what I'm saying? Pay rent. Do you
think he needs to give up on the tattoo dream or just practice?
It's important to be able to sustain yourself. So I think he should practice. I think he should get a lot better. But he got better with the little comic book drawing he did.
That Obama. But if you look at Pete Davidson in real life and you look at the tattoos he actually has, they're trash.
Yeah, so it's kind of
he got some garbage ass like tattoos, and like what like parts of it that makes it funny is like how he physically looks, because he just looks like a creature. He looks kind of like
looks sickly.
He looks like Super Grover or something.
This movie was like written for him, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he helped write it. It was like him and Judd Apatow came together.
Yeah, and so he did a good job. This movie was good. It's worth a watch. It is, I guess you could say it is a bit long, but it moved for me. Like the movie moved.
What would you give this?
I give it a solid 8.5.
I give it an 8.
Yeah, it ain't perfect, but it's a good watch. It's a real good watch at home. You know what I mean? Like this is a good vibe to have at home. It's
and that British girl will look good too, man. He was fucking up, man. I was like, man, if you don't lock that, the British girl he was with, I'm like,
yeah, she's alright.
I was like, if you don't lock that down and stop bullshitting out here.
Her personality was great. You know what I mean?
Her personality was good.
Yeah, especially when she came with the dude to make him jealous and he didn't even realize. That was funny. That was a funny scene.
I related too much to that character. He was like, oh, what? Clueless ass. That's how I am, man. Just clueless.
Yeah. So, yep. Everybody can be like that sometimes. Yeah, I give it a solid 8.5. The message got through. You know what I mean? So